Hey BookTube, I'm a little late, day late, $1 short, but I'm going to be doing my January haul here in February. As I drink my lukewarm coffee, I'm sorry, but you're just going to have to suffer with me. I did the Friends of the Library book sale, which is why I have so many books this month, but I am really proud of myself that I don't think I bought any. I may or may not have bought some from... No, I didn't. I don't think I bought any from the bookstore. I know I have my book of the month, but yeah. So let's get into it. We'll get through it nice and fast. I picked up Arthur Miller's The Death of the Salesman. It's the Penguin Plays edition. It was 50 cents. And I've wanted to read this for a while, so I feel like it's about damn time. And Hannah Tay said you should, and I like her. Then I picked up a novel of horror because a friend of mine has been reading a bunch of really old school Christopher Pikes, and I saw this, so I had to pick it up. It's called The Season of Passage, and it's by Christopher Pike. It doesn't have one of those teenager covers from the 90s, but like, listen to this. Dr. Lauren Wagner was a celebrity. She was involved with the most exciting adventure mankind had ever undertaken. The whole world admired and respected her, but Lauren knew fear. Inside, voices entreating her to love them. Outside, the mystery of the missing group that had gone before her, the dead group. But were they simply dead or something else? A terrifying novel of horror and surprisingly salvation from one of America's best writers. Let's see, Christopher Pike, you used to be good when I was a kid. Maybe it's not, maybe it'll be trash, but whatever. Then for $1, I got The Rape of Nanking. Yamini had a review of this, I believe, on her blog. And so I want to read about it. It has to do with Hiroshima and Nagasaki? No. 1937. Japanese army in China. But it's something I've never read about, and it seems like something I would want to read about. It's the forgotten Holocaust of World War II. So, there you have it. Then I picked up Hild by Picador by Nicola Griffiths. I'm not sure if this is a YA or not. It kind of looks like a YA to me. And this is St. Hilda of Whitby. I don't know. I really just bought it because it said Hild, and I thought, okay, maybe it'll be good. I did read the background, or the back of this. It's not flashing in on me. I know I've seen it hauled in other places. Winner of the Washington State Book Award for Fiction, a finalist for the Nebula, a finalist for the Lambda Literary Award, a Seattle Times Best Book of the Year. That's probably why it's everywhere, is because it's from the Pacific Northwest. Karen Joy Fowler calls it truly, truly remarkable. Like I care. But Neil Stevenson is on the bottom, and he also likes it. So, yeah. And when they're $1, you just pick them up and say whatever. I picked up Thunderstruck by Eric Larson, which is an ex-library book, but I don't really mind. I love does this one have it? No. The Beast, in the Garden of Night Beasts. Really loved that one. Was relatively indifferent to the Devil in White City, so I'm hoping Thunderstruck is better. I know it has to deal with a ship, and that's why I'm really glad my husband's home, because I don't like reading horrors of ships while he's not around. I got 100 Malicious Little Mysteries, selected by Isaac Asimov, Martin H. Greenbrier, and Joseph D. Olander. It's a cute little... Well, then go down. Well, I know the dog's there. And I thought something edited by Asimov that looks kind of creepy. It has my boat. Hey, the dog is not going to get you. You know that. It's got some Asimov in it. I don't think it's got anyone else I've ever heard of in it. R.L. Stevens. I'm pretty sure I've read The Physician and the Opium Fiend. Yeah, no, nothing's popping out at me, so I'm really enjoying that idea. There's another R.L. Stevens. So I'll give it a try. I might find some new authors to read out of this, where I want to pick up books that are actually by them. So hey, that would be awesome. I grabbed, so that I know when the next ones are. They give you a bookmark. And I had my 2017 bookmark for forever, till the end of the year, so I knew when I was going. Elizabeth Gaskell's Cranford in the Penguin Black, Little Black Classic Edition. And I've collected a fair bit of Elizabeth Gaskell. I have her... Are you going to have a whole thing about what she's published, or are we just going to skip that? We're going to skip that. Okay, that's not very nice of you. I have Wives and Daughters, North and South. I believe she wrote something about Charlotte Bronte that I have. The Life of Charlotte Bronte. Yes, I have that. I have North and South. And I believe I have Wives and Daughters. So now I have Cranford. Have I read anything by her? No. Will I love it? Probably. It sounds like stuff I would like. Then Boy Snowbird by Helen Oyeyemi. I haven't read anything else by her, and this is apparently magical realism, so I don't know how I'm going to handle that, because I'm relatively indifferent to magic realism. But I have heard many things about her, so I do want to check it out and see if she's up my alley or not. And again, for $1. Can I really go wrong? No. No, I can't. Then, from Book of the Month, I picked up... You can buy previous month ones until they're sold out. So I got 2 from January, and I got one that was the previous. And the one previous was The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid, which I've seen on everything, and it sounds right up my alley. I don't know why I didn't pick it up when it was the June one, but I didn't. And old Hollywood, glam, apparently there's LGBTQ characters, so looking forward to picking that one up. And then I couldn't decide between these two for January, so I got them both. One is The Music Shop by Rachel Joyce, which is about a man who owns a music shop who can tell you what you need to listen to when you walk in. And that kind of like makes me giggly on the inside, because I wish. I'm really into music, and I listen to an asinine amount of music, and I know a lot of music pop culture, and I read a lot of biographies about musicians, or I have in the past. And so music is my thing. And I want to see how well this idea does with me. It sounds like High Fidelity, but without pretension. And I loved High Fidelity. I know I'm probably not supposed to, because it's a big dude bro book, but High Fidelity always spoke to me in a way that other things hadn't for a long time. But I've since found more things that speak to me. Oh well. And the other one I picked was As Bright as Heaven by Susan Meissner, which is about the Spanish flu in 1918 Philadelphia with some immigrants. And I thought that the premise sounded really good, so I picked that one up too. I mean, how can you resist? So yeah, in total I got 3 things from the Book of the Month, and then everything else I picked up I got at the used book sale. I did pick up a few more Dragon Riders of Pern, because I had previously, I have the 3-book compendium of the first 3 books, and I had read that a long time ago, and I decided I was going to reread all of them, and that I wanted to read them, and then I wanted to read the rest of everything, so I've been slowly collecting them, because you can find them used almost everywhere. I think I'm 3 shy of having the full load, and then I'm going to start it. But I do also want to finish the Wheel of Time books before I do that, so I'm I'm audiobooking for the first time in forever book 7 of The Wheel of Time. We own the whole thing. My husband's listened to all of them. We both use the same Audible account because he listens to most things and I've only been listening like for this book. So I'm listening to that, and I have the actual physical copy, so if I want to switch to reading, I can do that. And yeah, so I would like to finish them first. If I do them by audiobook, I think it's a lot more rational. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But that is what I picked up in January. In February so far, I have gotten a book. One book. So I'm doing good. I did order 2 books, but they're not going to get here for forever, and I'm not going to, because they're from Book Depository, so I'm not going to count them until they actually get here. So I'm telling myself I'll only buy books when I finish like 5 books. I can get 1 new book. So used books that I get on credit don't count, or like library book sales because they only happen once a quarter. Those don't count either. So I'm sticking to my plan somewhat, and that's doing me a lot of good. But that is my haul for January. I'm hoping February will be a nice tiny little one, and I will probably try to record something else in the midst of February. I do have some tags I want to do now that I have separated the channel out. So fingers crossed I feel good enough to do that. And I will leave you now. I hope you have a great rest of February, and happy reading.